Hello everyone! I have already reviewed the Amiibo Link here in the channel. This device lets you write an Amiibo data to it using your smartphone, and then you can use it to unlock all sorts of extra content in games. But it's still not a perfect product. The first issue is that it uses coin batteries, and you have to replace those when it runs dry. Not only that, but when you write new Amiibo data, you lose all of the status of the previous Amiibo. The good point is that it's pretty cheap, and it works well for unlocking content without needing to reuse the same Amiibo. But this other one here is the definitive solution. This is the Allmiibo, and it's much better than the Amiibo Link. First, it uses a rechargeable battery, which should last way longer than the coin battery of the Amiibo Link. It has a sliding button to navigate the menus, and it recharges through USB Type-C. Also, there's an LCD display with a nice quality. And it's backlit too. The menus has nice animations, and all of the Amiibo data is perfectly organized. It also has about the same size of the Amiibo Link. But the best thing about it is that it already has all of the Amiibo data written to it. There's no need to use your smartphone to write data or change Amiibos. Every operation is done on the device itself. Let's check this first option, the Amiibo Emulator. This option is pretty straightforward. It works as a storage device. It has some folders, and you can upload your Amiibo bin file to it. I have just one Amiibo uploaded here, and it's from Donkey Kong Bonanza. There's also a key retail bin file. I'll explain this later. To use your Amiibo, all you have to do is highlight it and push the button. But in this mode, you cannot use the Amiibos repeatedly. Some games has a locking mechanism that allows you to use only one Amiibo per day. To get around this, you just have to press enter and select randomized tag, and then you can use the Amiibo again. Notice that there is a code on the top of the screen, and each time you activate randomized tag, this code changes. It's thanks to that the game will detect it as a new Amiibo every time you use it. But if you don't want to keep activating this option, you can just activate the automatic randomization. With this, every time an Amiibo is used, the tag is randomized automatically. So with these two options, you have all of the use cases covered. If you want to keep the Amiibo data, don't randomize the tag. But if you want to use it repeatedly, set randomizer to on. You can also set it as a read-only file, which will block writing any status update to the Amiibo. But in this mode, you must have each Amiibo file individually uploaded to the device. That's where the other mode comes in, the Amiibo database. This mode will make use of one file to generate every Amiibo data available. That is the key retail file. This file is not an Amiibo itself, but a database of every Amiibo created. And that's why in this mode you have every Amiibo file perfectly organized. And the usage is very similar. Just select the Amiibo you want and it's ready to go. It also has this nice QR code which you can scan to show more information on the Amiibo. But in this mode, even if you have the automatic randomizer set to off, every time you go back to the main menu or you turn off the device, the Amiibo tag will be randomized anyway. So in order to keep your Amiibo data, you must go to the Amiibo database, select Settings, and here you can see a slot number option. You can select up to 50 slots here, but let's keep it at 20. Now select the Amiibo you want, and select Save As, and choose one of the 20 slots. Now, when you go back to the Amiibo database and you go to My Amiibo, you will see the Amiibo you saved here. The tag on this Amiibo is permanent, and it won't change even if you select Randomized Tag. This way, you can select a few Amiibos to keep the progress saved and never worry about losing your progress. If those two modes were not good enough, you still have a third one. This option emulates an Amiibo Link. Just enable it and write the Amiibo data using your smartphone as before. This other mode can emulate NFC cards to all sorts of functionalities. Then we have Bluetooth file transfer. And it's with this mode that you'll upload the key retail file and the Amiibo bin files to the device. Just enable it and go to this website highlighted. And you must use Google Chrome or any Chrome-based browser. And here the usage is pretty straightforward. Just click connect, select your device, and you'll see all of the Amiibo files uploaded. I cannot give you the Amiibo bin files or the key retail file, but you can find them on the internet. Then press upload and upload your files. If you click a file, you can download it back to your computer. And finally, here we have a few extra settings. Moving to the final thoughts, the Allmiibo is the definitive Amiibo solution. It is a bit more pricey than the Amiibo Link, but the convenience is outstanding. You don't have to keep Amiibo files in your phone and switch the battery every time it runs dry. The database function is simply perfect, and you can keep the status of your Amiibo without losing it, or use the same Amiibo repeatedly to unlock more bonuses in the games. And that's it for this video. All of the links are in the description below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.